Richard Barnett, who infamously put his feet on Speaker Pelosi's desk during the January 6th riot, has been convicted on all charges and sentenced to 4 years in jail. The individual who participated in the riot on Capitol Hill and placed their feet on Nancy Pelosi's desk in her congressional office has been given a prison sentence of 4.5 years. One of the individuals who participated in the storming of the building in an attempt to overturn the 2020 election result was Richard Barnett, a Donald Trump supporter. After breaking into Mrs. Pelosi's office, he proudly posed for cameras and bragged about taking an envelope before departing. According to officials, Mrs. Pelosi was at risk of harm from a stun gun that the perpetrator was carrying. The crimes he is being charged with consist of theft of government property, obstruction of an official proceeding, and entering and remaining in a restricted building or grounds while carrying a deadly weapon. In January, after a deliberation of less than 3 hours, the jury found him guilty on 8 charges. A federal judge in Washington, D.C. sentenced him on Wednesday to 54 months in prison. According to prosecutors, Barnett, who traveled over 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers, from his home in Arkansas to Washington, D.C. in January 2021, arrived equipped for violent behavior. Despite carrying an American flag during the breach, the retired firefighter and bull rider faced no accusations of committing any violent acts. The prosecution had requested a minimum of 7 years for a sentence. Conversely, the defense team representing Barnett had requested a sentence of 1 year. When protesters stormed the building to prevent Joe Biden's certification as president, Mrs. Pelosi, who held the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives during the incident, had to escape the floor along with fellow lawmakers. After being removed from the building by police, Barnett left a note on Mrs. Pelosi's desk containing a sexist slur and proceeded to boast to the crowd through a bullhorn that he had taken Nancy Pelosi's office. One of the most widely publicized trials arising from the attack on Congress on January 6, 2021, is the Barnett trial. The breach has resulted in the arrest of over 1,000 individuals across almost all of the 50 states on charges related to the incident. Barnett's legal team contended that, similar to the other defendants in the January 6th case, the jury in D.C. harbored a bias against him. The request for a new trial made by the team of the defendant was denied by U.S. District Judge Christopher R. Cooper on Tuesday, which happened to be the day before sentencing. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.